And now we're going back to the flower collecting. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna go high up into the mountains. It's gonna be quite the journey. Now we don't need to follow every single marker here. So we're just gonna go for the 250 marker instead of the 150 marker. Actually going to remove that because this is still even enough terrain, or the incline is not steep enough that we can still get there fairly easily. But everything after this, you really want to go along the road to avoid running into cliffs all the time or running into mountain faces and potentially falling unconscious and getting back to the lodge. If we do encounter the goats again, we will take another shot. I am terribly sorry to the goats. We are pretty much terrorizing this poor herd today. Maybe we can get another herd for this experiment. I know that I think this one is also a campsite that is near mountain goats, so we might actually try to reach that. Go from here up here. Just to get the goats out of the way, because that's pretty much the only thing we have to hunt in the mountains, I think. We have a lot of waterfowl to hunt. And a lot of snowshoe hares. God, we also have the absolutely abysmal hardshot mission to do. That one is going to be such a pain. Hardshot on a duck. Because that is something I aspire to do. That is the kind of marksman I am. Not. So some missions are easier than others. The one with the perfect crime mission with the hard shots is very close to what I find tolerable in terms of difficulty level. But there is only one mission in this entire game that has made me go, no, I am not doing this again. Not ever. The first time I did it, and it's the Surf's Up mission in Aurora Shores. I did that mission exactly once, when there was a very reliable glitch in-game that allowed you to do it a bit easier than you were supposed to. And not just a bit easier, but a lot easier, I should say. And so I used that glitch, and then I never did it again. And I have tried a couple times since, only to fail spectacularly every single time, and I just don't have the time to spend on that mission, so we're not doing that. Anyway, as usual, I'm gonna take a few breaks in between to listen for goats. For I think we've spooked this herd in particular quite well. I don't think they want anything to do with us for at least another year or so. Which is just as well, because we have to be on the lookout for flowers. We are having abysmal weather right now, which sucks. This trail is a lot more beautiful when you have the sun shining, but oh well. And I say this is a beautiful trail, but let's be honest, if I had to climb this in real life, I would have been like, nope. I'm staying down here after the first 200 meters. I'd be like, see you all at the campsite tonight. We are not doing this. Or I might make it up there, but it would take me hours. Like, literal hours. I think there are at least 2 bighorn herds nearby this trail. One of them is the one that we already looked at down at the lake. So they are not really all that great. Of course, we're pretty much done with the bighorns that we need for missions right now. So at this point, the only bighorn I will shoot is a 5-star mature or a 1-star mature. 5-star mature so I can put it on a wall, and a 1-star mature so I can see if it has the right fitness to go on a wall or not. But so far I am not seeing or hearing anything other than the rain. And the wind, both of which are probably too low in volume for you guys to hear it. But that's part of the appeal of this game, or any hunting game really, to just lose yourself in nature and not hear anything other than the sounds of nature. It is a really nice view though, like, not gonna lie. Okay, almost at the top of this mountain. We then will have to climb a few ladders, go across a few rickety roads. And the flowers are not right next to each other, so we do still have a bit of climbing to do. I am also going to try, before we finish this map, I'm going to try to get all of the echolocations, because that will extend our hunting range sense. Our hunting sense range, I should say. So we'll be able to hear animals from further away, which is really useful. And we're also going to do the Transylvania collectibles, because those will extend our photo mode range, which is really good. So even if we manage to do all the missions before we find all the echo spots and all the photo locations, we are still going to do the echo spots and the photo locations. Just because the perks are that good. Look at this view. That's just really nice. All right. So this is where another path converges. I think that's the path from down here. There's like 3 paths that converge that can get you here. But you do have to follow one of these paths. Otherwise you are going to risk falling off this mountain and having to climb up all the way again. And nothing is more annoying, let me tell you. I think the first time I played this game, I managed to get 2 of the 3 flowers. And then I took a misstep trying to get to the 3rd one. And I had to climb all the way up here again. That was not fun. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm super tired. All right. I think we should be getting close to the There we go, even more beautiful views. These are just some non-shootable animals. Just some ambient creatures. I was like, why do we have ducks or scomp or something over here? And then I realized, oh no, that's not actually animals that we can shoot. We will be going to the swamps after this though. Like once we're done with Felicia Yee's missions, we are going to the swamps because we do have so many duck missions and so many, so much duck and Ross's goose that we have to hunt. I don't want to do that all in one go. I want to take some breaks in between that, so we're basically gonna, every single stream, we're going to do one run through the swamp, just to find those, just to do those scops and ducks and geese and all that, so that we don't get too bored just hunting ducks or hunting scop, because that can absolutely happen. The missions where you need like 15 kilograms of meat can really burn you out if you try to tackle them in one go. If you try to just, you know, grind it out, it will break your spirit. It's a lot better to just do it in small doses every now and then. Just take one trip through the swamp, shoot whatever you can find, come back the next year. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're also going to have some moose in the swamp, which is very good. Probably going to take off my scope for that, because we do have a mission for a moose without a scope. So that should be helpful. Unfortunately, you cannot change equipment in the field. You can only change it, including removing a scope. You can only do that at the car, at the trunk of the car, or in your lodge. So unfortunately, you can't just remove the scope and then put it back on again while you're in the field. That would make that mission a lot easier. Okay, now I don't think we have any animals up here, so we're just going to... We're just going to climb up here. And just keep going until we find our flowers. Enjoy the views while we're here. Because if we are going to climb up here, we might as well enjoy it as much as we can in the rain. And then just keep on going. Keep on trucking. We can do this. I do wonder who is maintaining these ladders, like who's responsible for making sure that the wood isn't rotten, that the nails are still holding. For that matter, these don't look to be anchored into the wall, so I wonder how that works. Okay, let's see, we need to follow the road up, the path up here. Oh, there's the first flower on our display. And permission to hunt required, yeah, because we're in Felicia Yee's she-devil territory. So no point in canvassing for animals at this point anyway, because even if we shot them, we wouldn't be able to claim them. Look at this view. Holy moly. That's pretty high up. Not even sure if we have an... I don't think we have an elevation meter. It would be interesting to know exactly how high these mountains are. I might have to ask the developers about that, if they have any nav mesh data. Alright. Flower number 1. And now we just have to continue along the path to get to flower number 2. And flower number 3. And then I think there is a... Is it an echolocation or a sightseeing thing, a point of interest that we can pick up nearby? Might as well do that while we're there. We're gonna take the quick way. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this the very quick and very unsafe way. Don't try this at home. Don't try this in real life. Alright, flower number 2 is right up here. And then we need to go further this way for flower number 3, and also we're gonna need to look at this point. I'm gonna keep Hunter Sense on just on the off chance that there's a need zone somewhere up here. I sincerely doubt it, but you never know. Goats do climb pretty high. Let's see, can we take a shortcut or do we take the long way? Shortcut. And this valley down here is also really good for bighorn sheep and mountain goats. I think there's also an elk herd down there, for they're not as great. Which makes sense, since mountains is not their primary habitat. But if I remember correctly, this valley is the spot where I got run over by an animal for the first time after they introduced animal aggression. And it was an elk. I shot an elk in the dark, and then he came right around, or was it somebody else, another one from his herd, and just ran me right over. Revenge for shooting. Oh! Oh, I was about to say, we do have a need zone, but we don't. We have a ladder. Okay. Alright, we should be getting closer now. And it's a point of interest. Nanika Mountain. Okay. Now we know what this mountain is called. Let's find the flowers. Or last flower, I should say. Oh, and there is a need zone. What do you know? What do we have up here? Bighorn sheep. And we have wolves, apparently. Can I see them, and do they have a 4-star by any chance? Because with how my luck is going today, we're going to pick up this flower first, just in case we die. With how our luck is going today, I would not be surprised if there was a 4-star in that pack. Okay, now please howl again so I can actually find you. Because you are blending in pretty well with the environment. Come on. Where are you? Can I see them if I systematically look through this place? Oh, there they are. Young male, adult male, young female, mature female. Oh, this one does not want to be... Whoa! Let's not do that, that was stupid. Young female. So pretty useless wolves. Okay. Yeah, not worth killing ourselves over. We are going back down this mountain. We are not doing this. Felicia, let's go.